What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, and aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Family, man, we have to grow up emotionally. We have to grow up emotionally. Man, yesterday, well, a couple of days ago, I was in prayer and meditation, and I was talking to God, and I was like, man, I want to be more sympathetic to people's feelings and just what people are going through. I want to be more sympathetic. I want to be more understanding. I want to be more empathetic, to what people are having to deal with that people don't always talk about. You know what I mean? Stay with me. We're going somewhere. So often we see people and we see, them, but we don't see the pain and the trauma and the bullshit that they're carrying. We see them. We see them acting up. We see them just being reckless with their mouth. We see them being strung out on dope. We see them being strung out on alcohol or whatever the case may be. We see them hoeing and just turning tricks and just doing the most, but we don't always see what led to that. We don't always see the pain and the trauma that's up underneath that's causing them to act that way. You know what I mean? And so often we're so quick to be so fucking judgmental. So often we're so quick to be so dismissive of other people that we completely miss the fact that they've gone through some bullshit and some trauma to get them to the way they are. So often we ignore the fact that we've gone through so much bullshit. We know what we've gone through. And we quick to tell motherfuckers, you don't know what I've gone through, da. But by the same token, we're so quick to dismiss and minimize the fact that other people been through some bullshit too. Other people are dealing with some bullshit too that we don't always know. You don't know what somebody's going through today. Today could be the day that, man, yesterday was Thanksgiving here in America. And so many people, man, they've lost loved ones this year. And so they were frustrated and broken and lonely because they didn't have that person here with them. This was their first Thanksgiving without that individual in their life. And they didn't know how to handle the fact that mama always cooked the greens. Mama always made the mac and cheese. Mama always did the turkey. Mama always did the ham or whatever it is that mama did. That was mama's dessert that she always made. Mama loved me making da-da-da. Mama loved me making da-da-da because that was her favorite dessert. And so this is my first Thanksgiving or whatever, cooking this meal, and I can't cook this dessert for mama because mama's no longer here. Daddy is no longer here. And so often we forget that when it comes to other people. And so a few days ago, I was having a real heart-to-heart with God, and I was just telling God, man, I want to be more sympathetic. I want to be more empathetic. I want to understand the pain and the trauma people are going through. Why? I want to understand the pain and the trauma that people are going through. Why? Because it keeps you humble. It keeps you, man, merciful. You know what I mean? It keeps you in a place of, man, okay, God, I stand in judgment of no one. Because I understand the pain and the trauma that they're dealing with. They may not know how to handle it. They may not understand that they're acting out this way because of their pain, because of their trauma. And so I was asking God, man, I want to feel more of what people are feeling. We got to be careful what we pray for. We got to be careful what we ask for. How the hell are you going to be a beacon of hope, a beacon of light, if you ain't walked in them motherfucking footsteps? How the hell are you going to be a beacon of hope, a beacon of love? If you're not empathetic, if you're not sympathetic and understanding of how others feel. We're going there today. We're going there. And we got so many spiritual motherfuckers running around talking all the stupid shit. And they're some of the most heartless, callous motherfuckers walking the planet. They want to be super spiritual, but they're uncompassionate, or they're incompassionate. They want to be super spiritual. And they understand everything about tarot and oracle and charms and pendulums and all this other shit. But they don't understand the fuck that people are going through fucking pain and trauma. They don't understand how that shit affects these people. They don't even understand how the shit affects them. How their pain and their trauma has led them down the path they're on. But they're super spiritual. Know every fucking thing in the world. Except for the bullshit that they're supposed to know. Oh, we're going there today. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? We got to grow the fuck up. We got to grow the fuck up emotionally. And so, yesterday I came in. And I'm like, oh, God, what's this feeling? You know what I mean? Yesterday, man, it just hit me. I got in. And it's like, I felt so alone. I got in yesterday and I had this loneliness that just gripped me. And I hadn't been used to that. You know what I mean? Didn't know where that came from. And so I'm sitting there and I'm meditating. I'm talking to God. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Where the hell did these feelings come from? And so often, so many of us, somebody's cursing us. Somebody's putting this vex on us. Somebody's doing voodoo. All this other stupid ass shit. And what God had to show me yesterday was, Elijah, sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up. Elijah, everything ain't a fucking curse. Everything ain't somebody putting a spell on you. Elijah, these ain't your fucking feelings. Elijah, I allowed you to feel this. This was what God was showing me. Elijah, I put this feeling on you. Elijah, you said a few days ago you wanted to be more understanding. You wanted to be more sympathetic, more empathetic of how people feel, what people are going through. Elijah, I put these feelings on you because it's Thanksgiving and there's so many people that's alone. It's Thanksgiving and there's so many people out here in New York. It's raining. It's been raining all day. Yesterday, you know what I mean? And it was cold as hell yesterday. And so there's so many people, God, it was talking to me, there's so many people that's stuck out in the rain. There's so many people that's cold as fuck. There's so many people that's lonely as fuck. There's so many people that ain't got nowhere to fucking go. There's so many people that are at home, but they ain't got no family and friends. They're at home and nobody gives a fuck about them. They're at home and they ain't got shit to eat. They're at home and they ain't got no money to order no fucking food. Elijah, you said you wanted to feel this. Elijah, you said you asked me, could you feel this? So he had to show me. He said, Elijah, there's people taking hits of acid. There's people popping pills. There's people drinking, doing anything and everything to avoid the pain, doing everything to avoid the loneliness, doing everything to take their mind off of their reality. There's people that are so broken, so frustrated, so confused, so hurt. They're willing to put any type of chemical in their body to take their mind off of their reality. So I'm sitting there and I'm meditating. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, God. I got you, God. And what God was showing me is, Elijah, you're sitting here and you're trying to understand where these feelings came from. And other people who carry these feelings, they're taking dope, alcohol, anything, everything to take their mind off their feelings. You're trying to understand yours, or where these feelings came from, or what these feelings represent. What's the lesson behind these feelings? Others are trying to escape them. Others are trying to dismiss them. Others are trying to minimize them. Others are trying to run from them. Just like that, the feelings left. And I sat there and the tears began to run down my face as I was like, oh God, man, as I felt the pain of these people that were lonely, as I felt the pain and the loneliness of these people yesterday, man, I know then. I made a short video yesterday and I put out, this was because I felt this, is because I went through that experience we got yesterday. It's like, oh my God, I gotta tell the people that I love them. I gotta tell the people that I'm proud of their growth and development. I gotta tell the people that I'm there with them. I gotta send the people some love. I gotta send the people a spiritual hug. Because I felt the pain, I felt the loneliness that they were carrying, that they were enduring. So I'm making this video because we got to be a little more patient with people. We have to be a little more understanding. We have to be a little more loving. We have to be a little more kind. We have to be a little more merciful. There's a whole lot of people suffering right now. I don't give a damn how they smile. I don't give a damn of how good they look. They get all made up, makeup in these 3-piece suits and all this other bullshit. Look like $1 million. But they're suicidal. They look like $1 million. But they're broken and lonely and crying on the inside. And nobody sees their pain. Nobody sees their loneliness. Nobody sees their frustration. And so I'm making this video with the hopes that, man, we'll take this time to understand that, man, everything I feel ain't about me. Sometimes it is a curse from other people who don't like us and for whatever fucked up reason they got. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's our bullshit surfacing from the deep abyss of our subconscious thoughts and fears. Sometimes it's God trying to teach us a lesson. Trying to show us, hey, hold up. There's other people carrying this pain. There's other people dealing with this. And you're strong enough to handle it. Now address it. Somebody else is dealing with this. And I want you to understand the magnitude of this pain so when you see it, and you can address it for what it is. And you can let them know that they're not alone. You can let them know that you see them. That you understand their pain. We got to grow up. We got to grow up. It's not always about you. It's not always about you. I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, to even challenge your way of thinking. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.